And hello, everyone. Bo Williams in the WATE 6 on your side newsroom. Great to see you on this Friday, as we do every week. We want to get you updated on what's going on traffic-wise around the area, just not today, which always Fridays are some of the busiest days out on the interstate and side streets, but also what's coming up this weekend, some things you'll need to know about, as well as heading into next week, some projects that could slow you down. Just want to make sure you get from point A to point B, obviously on time, and of course get to wherever it is you're headed safely. All right, so first things first, though, we do want to talk about some things that are coming up this weekend. So let's get everybody up to date on what's happening there. And you can find this on our website, WAT.com. We've been talking about it all week. A section of the Gatlinburg bypass closed for some bridge rehab, and that is going to run through the end of the weekend, so keep that in mind. Again, this all started up back on Wednesday, but will run through the weekend, should wrap up by about 8 o'clock on Sunday. But again, you can kind of find all the details and the section of the bypass that is specifically going to be closed on our website, WAT.com. This is the story that you'll need to look for there, but it's just part of the Gatlinburg bypass closed for bridge rehab. That should wrap up, though, by 8 o'clock Sunday night. So if you're heading over to the mountains, again, just know you're going to be dealing with that at least through the weekend if you're trying to get through or get around all that downtown Gatlinburg traffic. All right, let's get you updated on what's going on right now out on the roadway. So we'll bring in the TDOT SmartWay cameras. Got a couple of alerts popping up here. Usually it's just heavy traffic, and that's what it is. I-640 eastbound. This is as you're approaching the 75 interchange, seeing some delays there. Also I-40 westbound through downtown, starting to see some delays there as well, especially near that Alcoa Highway interchange. So let's scroll in here a little bit closer. Let's bring in some of the TDOT cameras for a second in case you're getting ready to head out. Maybe you have some travels that take you near the downtown area. Let's bring up the camera that's really between Alcoa Highway and I-640 on the west side. This is the Middlebrook camera. And not horrible, but it is definitely slower westbound. This is Alcoa Highway back here in the upper right corner near the Y in SmartWay. But you can kind of follow along here and see it is definitely slower. Now, eastbound traffic heading into town looking pretty good for you at this hour. No major problems for you there, so that is good to see. Let's click on another camera here. Let's check that alert just north of town. I don't know why everything went blue on me here all of a sudden. Let's see if we can make this, there we go. And it's not horrible. This is I-640 up near that 75-275 interchange. Right now, we're not seeing any delays despite that alert being posted. But again, it is almost kind of a warning or a reminder, especially on Fridays as the day goes on, as the drive starts to pick up. You will see that right-hand lane here on 640 East. That's the exit ramps to 75 and to 275. They will start to back up. Sometimes they'll spill over into this third lane as well. People just trying to merge at the last moment, and that will slow through traffic. But right now, 640 eastbound looking good. 640 west looks fine as well, so you shouldn't have too many problems for you there. All right, I'll jump back out of this for a second. Again, not sure why I am blue all of a sudden, but I tell you what, we'll do this. We will click out of this, and let's bring up another TDOT SmartWay map. There you go. So we'll get out of the blue here for a second. Bring in, again, some of the cameras for you as well. Also, don't forget, you see the alert here. This is along Broadway. There's going to be those sections where crews have been working. It is going to be rather bumpy, that is for sure, north of town. Speaking of Broadway, German Fest happening over at the Lutheran School, really across the street from us here off of North Broadway in the 1300 block. That's going to cause some traffic issues for you tomorrow as well along sections of North Broadway, people heading over to German Fest. Real quick, let's go out west here for a second, give you a live look at how things are shaping up. And heavy traffic, but it is moving. This is I-40 east and westbound out near Bridgewater right now, mile marker 378. So not stop and go traffic, we'll take it, but probably later on this afternoon, that's one of those areas that will really start to slow down. Usually does. Also right here near the interchange with I-140, traffic not too bad. So between Lovell and I-140, everything there moving along fine. And we always like to take a quick look down near the airport, just in case your travels take you to down toward Alcoa Highway and you've got to pick up someone maybe at the airport. Maybe you're trying to catch a flight yourself. Here's a live look for you right now. And traffic looks good. North and southbound at the I-140 interchange. No major delays for you being reported at this time. But as you know, it can slow from time to time near the airport, near McGee Tyson. But right now, we're looking okay for the drive. We'll come back, check on some of these areas, see if there's any more alerts posted here on this Friday. I just want to make sure you get to where it is safe and sound. If you need to take a detour, we're definitely going to let you know about that as well. But let's get you up to date on some other projects going on around the area. These are going to be coming up next week. Matter of fact, we're going to take this one full so you get a better look at what I'm talking about here. So this is a section of Pellissippi Parkway. This is just past Alcoa Highway. So here's McGee Tyson. This is I-140, and then it turns into Highway 162, Pellissippi, once it crosses underneath Alcoa, and you head down toward where it dead ends here at 33. So coming up, let's see, this is going to be beginning Tuesday, August 27th, and we'll zoom in here a little bit tighter for you so you can get a better idea of where we're talking. Don't know if you can read some of that, but crews are going to have to close a lane of Pellissippi Parkway between Cusick Road and 33. They're doing some bridge work in that area, and so again, you're going to have a closure Tuesday, and not giving us any times, just plan on this all day Tuesday. But here's Cusick. So right after you cross Alcoa Highway, it's the next interchange for you is where you're going to find Cusick, and then from Cusick all the way down to where it ends here at Old Knoxville Highway 33, you're going to be down a lane. So keep that in mind. That could cause you some slight delays. It's not a long stretch of Pellissippi Parkway, but just know, especially if you work in some of these areas, I know Clayton is down here, some other big businesses down in this area. You may be just trying to get to Old Knoxville Highway. It could slow you down. But again, that's going to be on Tuesday of next week. Also, next week, if you're going to be traveling in the downtown Maryville area, watch out for some lane closures, detours, downtown Maryville. This is 33, so this is West Broadway between Cates and Cusick. And you can see they've already kind of have the area marked for you here. West Church is going to be an option for you. Harper is going to be an option for you as well to get around that. There's going to be signs posted in those areas, but just know you're going to have some lane closures and detours set up. And this, again, is going to be next week. This will be Tuesday through Thursday of next week, and those closures and detours will be up between 8:30 in the morning and 4 o'clock. So if you're traveling in the downtown Maryville area, again, just watch for that section of Broadway, West Broadway, between Cates and Cusick. You're going to have that ongoing work happening, so just be prepared for all of that. Now we're going to shift our focus up toward Anderson County, and really this is just over the county line from Knox County. So here's Raccoon Valley Road right here, 170. This is what's going to be happening. We got actually two things going on Sunday. Good thing is they're going to be in the later hours, so like 8 o'clock at night until about 6 o'clock Monday morning. But in this area between mile marker 120 and 117, you're going to have lane closures through here. Crews are going to be doing some guardrail repair in this area. So again, just kind of watch for that. This is just north of the Knox-Anderson County line, north of Raccoon Valley Road, along north and southbound I-75. That is where you're going to see some of those delays. So something else to think about, of course, as you're getting ready to plan your travels late Sunday into Monday morning. Okay, obviously a lot of people trying to get some of these jobs done before the onslaught of traffic that we will see next weekend for the home opener for the Vols. Another stop we're going to make for you here. This is going to be in Loudoun County. So this is I-75. This is 321. So this is Lenoir City area. Here's what's coming up for you on Wednesday, the 28th. Watch out for some possible lane closures right around mile marker 80. Here's the camera, the TDOT SmartWay camera. So it's before you get to that interchange with 321. But this is the area that's going to be impacted, and this is going to be northbound 75, again, near mile marker 80. Good thing, again, it's not going to be until later in the day, so we're talking like 8 o'clock at night, but it will run until about 6 o'clock Thursday morning. This crew's going to be out there doing some work as well, some guardrails just north of this area. We don't have it on the camera, but they're going to have to be doing some rehab work there. So be careful, Loudoun County. This is late Wednesday into early Thursday morning on that stretch of I-75. Other than that, no other major new projects that we need to tell you about as we'll come back wide here for a moment. I think the big thing that might throw some people off is the work we told you about that's coming up for you on that section of Pellissippi Parkway. That's going to be a new one that you're going to have to contend with. And again, that's going to be next Tuesday. It looks like a good chunk of the day Tuesday. You're going to lose a lane between Alcoa Highway and Highway 33, Old Knoxville Highway. So just kind of keep that in mind if you're traveling in the Blount County area. You will see some delays for you there. And then obviously the issue that we told you about downtown Maryville, and then of course in Sevier County over in Gatlinburg. Let's go back to the main map here for just a second. Let's see if we've got some improvements. Looks like they did take down the alert just north of town there along 640. We took a look at it with the TDOT SmartWay cameras, not seeing any major problems there. So again, looks like that has gone down, but they're still keeping the one near downtown. You're going to still see some of that stop and go traffic. Of course, down along Cumberland, the students are back at UT. You still have some closures where they're doing some work down there near Fort Sanders and East Tennessee Children's Hospital, so be cognizant of that. Also still doing some work on the UT campus itself, where you're going to see some delays, see some of the closures here highlighted, but Cumberland obviously going to see a lot more traffic now that the students are back and everybody just kind of congregating to the Strip, especially when we get closer to the weekend. So something to think about. Keep in mind also, Henley Bridge is going to see a little bit more traffic on it. We're seeing some delays here as well, highlighted in that dark red. This is because the Gay Street Bridge obviously still closed at this time to no through traffic, no timeline set for Gay Street either. So we're going to have to continue to monitor that, and we'll let you know when we get some new information. But right now, Gay Street remains to be closed. So Henley, coming over here to James White Parkway, another option for you to cross the river. Obviously, you still have Alcoa Highway as well. Really depends on where you're going. But if you're trying to get to some of these neighborhoods in South Knox, Island Home, James White, Henley, those are going to be your two options for you until we get some type of update on Gay Street Bridge. Otherwise, traffic right now appears to be doing well. Let's do one quick other check here as far as we'll bring the cameras back in, and we'll kind of take you around the area one more time. North of town, 75 traffic right now up around Callahan on this Friday. Looks good. North and southbound, not seeing any delays for you, so no major problems there. 640, we have seen some improvements as far as the number of lanes that are open. You can see here for yourself. This was announced during the week. This is westbound I-640 at Washington Pike. No more cones, no more barrels. All three lanes are open. Shoulders are open. You may notice here off in the distance, you might still see some of the orange. Eastbound, there's still some work to be done. But westbound, a huge improvement. Nice to see those lanes back open there. Matter of fact, we'll zoom back in here a little bit closer. We'll take the camera at Millertown. And there you still see the cones, people coming off Millertown, but westbound traffic still looking good right now. So it's going to be eastbound that will continue to be impacted as far as that 640 project. There's a better look at some of the work still being done, but westbound traffic looking so much better. Good to see. And hopefully things will be wrapping up here on the eastbound side soon. One other camera we'll take for you. This is your crossing Rutledge Pike. And again, just down to 2 lanes eastbound. All lanes open as you're coming off of I-40, merging back onto 640, westbound traffic for you there. So some good news that we'll kind of wrap this thing up on. No major problems for you at this time. I just kind of moved that out of the way, didn't I? We'll slide over here real quick. Just take a look at Pellissippi Parkway for you, north of 40. No issues up around Dutchtown, Mabry Hood area. Traffic there looking good. We'll head south of that area along Westland, near Westland Drive. Traffic there also moving along without any problems. Another spot sometimes where we do see delays is out near the weigh scales and Watt Road, but right now traffic there also not too bad. Of course, it'll probably look a lot different next week, people coming into town for the fall season opener. All right, that's how things are shaping up for you. Of course, you can always shoot us an email if you have a question, get us up to date on what's going on in your area. If you have a question about something, we can try to look it up for you. And then as always, if there's a pothole, something you need TDOT to take a look at, there's the phone number for you, 833-TDOT-FIX. Again, that's 833-836-8349. All right. Be safe out on the roadways. Give yourself plenty of time. Don't be in a big rush, but hopefully this will help you out as we head into the weekend and into next week with some of the projects that are going on. All right. Be safe out there, and we'll talk to you again next week.